Hello travelers, Todd here with Traveling Around Disney, and as you can see we have made our way into EPCOT because we are here for the Festival of the Arts, and it's not for the food. We're actually here for the name of this, the art. We're going to go look at some of our favorite artists here on World Showcase, and I did ask the ladies up front. There's a park map right there. There is a food guide right here, but there is not a map to the artist or the artist booth. So we're gonna have to go look around World Showcase and find our artists. We have three favorite artists. Well, they're not favorite. They're the ones we like the most. I guess that is favorite. So come along and let's see what EPCOT's Festival of the Arts has to offer us today. I know this never gets old. I just love coming in through here. The wind's always nice. It's nice and breezy. But I'm really surprised that there is not a map to the artist or even to the booths where you can find all the art. So we're gonna go look around, see what we can find. Okay, and instead of going right, we're gonna go left because I know I've heard there's a couple booths here behind Creations Cafe. So we're heading this way. So during the art festival over here in the Guardian of the Galaxy test track area, there are no art booths over in this area. So more towards World Showcase and over by Odyssey. Right behind Creation Shop, we find our first little cluster of art booths, and this is the Promenade Fine Art booth, and this can also be found over at the Boardwalk. They have a gallery over there, but this is their booth right here, and as you can see, there's other booths in here also, and we'll take a look around. Beautiful bronze tables. I don't even know how much this is. Absolutely gorgeous. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Lady and the Tramp. We have some Jim Warrens here, and remember, these are originals. So don't, when you come in, don't touch don't touch the art because sometimes they are original, sometimes they're prints, but all these are originals in this booth right here. But look at that Fantasia Mickey. More bronzes here from the Promenade, I can't ever remember. But like I said, it's over at the Boardwalk. They have a gallery. And you can find all these items once this festival's over at the gallery. Unless they've been sold. And sometimes when you come, you're lucky enough to find artists working on pieces. Loving this Haunted Mansion piece right here. This is fantastic. Love the ornate frames, which this artist does make their frames also. So fantastic. Now this Haunted Mansion is an artist proof, which you can tell by right there. It's a 20 of 20, so there's 20 of these pieces, but they're still priced differently, so you got to make sure you ask for all the prices. Some great art piece, some great steel pieces. Looks like aluminum that's been painted and then worked. But of course, my favorite character right there. Okay, let's talk about the art. This is Promenade Art Gallery right here. So they have a collective of artists that are all in these tents right here. There are artists out there that are by themselves, like Greg McCullough. He's his own artist. He has his own tent. There's other art galleries that are here, and there's also art tents by Disney. So when you are asking for discounts, just remember, some of these places can give you a discount and some cannot. So that's something to always ask. You always ask for your discount anyway for pass holders, DVC, all that good stuff. But some places can give discounts and some places will not because it is their merchandise. They are selling their merchandise that Disney has allowed them to come to the art galleries, to the art festival, sell their wares, and then take them back, whatever they don't sell. So it is their full inventories. And some of these places, all this stuff that doesn't sell can go right back over to the gallery and be on display there until it does sell. But this is Promenade right here, and like I said, this is the gallery that is at Boardwalk. And used to be the Wyland Gallery, but now it's the Promenade Gallery. So don't forget, like Michelle went over, the food booths are all around. She showed you the books for all the food and all the creations, but we are looking at art today. But it is an absolutely gorgeous day and not too busy. Now this year they are doing the expression section, which is the paint the wall, which is right around this corner we're going to go take a look at. But it's right down the middle here. Creation Shop is there. and then you're walking into World Showcase, and they have the some setups over there that you can be in the art, take your selfies and stuff like that. But that leads right there to World Showcase. So if you want to paint the wall, expression section right there. You get your paints and stuff, and they'll give you the numbers that you're going to paint right around the corner. So this is the expression section. Like I said, you'll get the paints, and you'll be painting and the little brushes. You'll be painting 4 little numbers, and that's the big mural. And we'll see if we can get a picture of what the mural's going to look like once it's finished. And that's where you come up. They paint your number. They'll send you to a certain section, and then once it comes all together, it'll be a huge mural. So the wall behind me right here that everybody's painting, this is what it's going to look like when it's all completed and all filled in. And once this one's done, they bring another one out of a different scene. In this section of Imagination, the Land Pavilion, and the Seas, it doesn't look like there are any booths over in this area for art booths. So now we're heading to World Showcase, and we're going to see what we can find. Still have to look for our 3 favorite artists. Now here on the wall, Disney actually put some festival art that you can actually get up to and touch and see and feel, but they're more posters, but you can get a up close picture. One of the hot ones that is coming out right now and everybody's after is one right up here on the wall, and I'll show you here in a moment. And this is the one right now everybody's going after. It is the EPCOT poster by Jay Ratner right there. So if you get a chance, there's prints, there's canvases, there's rolled posters. This is the hot one for this year's festival. This one by Jared Marami. I can never pronounce his last name. That's a cute one though. Figment. Still don't understand why the old Starbucks location was not turned into a food booth area. Not quite sure. Maybe in the future. Sometimes when you come, and always look at your festival books, they have live demonstration, and this is Trevor Carlton and Stephen Fishwick, a visual art performance right here. And this is what they call it. They use their fingers. Trevor, I believe, is the one on the right hand side that uses his fingers a lot. He likes to get really animated. But and he always paints upside down, which amazes me, and he's painting my favorite character. And that's probably going to be for sale later on during the festival. Art is my passion. I absolutely love art. That's why I'm actually working with one of the artists this year. So we have made our way to the World Showcase from the other art booth. So the promenade's the only one in the old future world, like I like to call it. But over here, we're going to start here. This is the Disney Fine Art booths. Now, these sometimes do give you discounts, sometimes they don't. It depends on if it's an original and stuff like that. But we're going to start here, and then we're going to make our way all the way over to Germany, where I will end up today. And travelers, before we get to our 3 favorite artists that are at the festival this year, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification, because we're not going to be on a schedule anymore. We're going to put out content when we have it ready. Schedules mean it's a job. This isn't a job. This is a fun time for me and Michelle to share with you guys in our travels. So make sure you hit the notifications, hit the like, hit that subscribe button so you can be a fellow traveler and follow along on our adventures. Now we are at the Disney Fine Art booth, and we have Michelle St. Laurent, correct? Right there. She is actually painting and demonstrating today. She'll answer questions, talk to you, and she'll even sign her artwork that you purchased from the festival, correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. We've actually met her way back when we used to have tables in Wonderland, and they did a dinner at the warehouses way across. So it's been a while since we've seen her. So nice seeing you again. Michelle actually even did a Dream Finder. Look at that this year, and that is $150. That is a wrapped canvas print, but this is a lot of her work right here. Let's see, that is an original right there. That's a studio original, and that is $4,500. And since it's Disney, you can ask to see if there is another discount on top of that. So this is a Stephen Fishwick. He was on the stage that we seen earlier. This is a studio original for $3,000 right there. And there's Minnie, and there's Tinkerbell, and Stitch. Here's a local artist, Rob Cass. He's actually lives within the area, but he's got a great little piece right here. And since this is his booth, there are no discounts for his merchandise here, because like I said, he's one of those artists that he brings it all in, and he has to take it all home because this is his inventory. So if he gave discounts on top of it, sometimes you don't make it much. But that one is $5.95. That is a limited edition Giclée. He does a lot of Star Wars and characters. Oh, I love that one. That Haunted Mansion, $5.95, and that is 109 of $2.95. When Crayola decided to get rid of Dandelion, Rob actually did a sketch, and I followed him on social media, with the Crayola Dandelion crayon. And he made a Dandelion character, and I just happened to ask him, what were you going to do with that, Rob? Are you going to print it? You're going to sell it? And he says, you give me your address, I'll just send it to you. Well, he not only sent me the original of his, but he also sent the Dandelion crayon along with it. So I do have that at the house. I've got to find it because it's in storage right now. Actually, the crowds are kind of manageable today. The food booths are going, not too much.
Right across the test track.
Still wish they'd put more tables out for everybody, but hey, we got to do with what we got to do with. And this is the Acme tent, so there's a ton of Star Wars in here. So if you're a Star Wars fan, look for the Acme tent. They have a little bit of everything. I like that Kylo Ren right there. This is a Darth Vader print. It is actually 6 foot tall, and this is $14.95, but it is impressive. I seen it across the as I was walking up to it in Canada here. He wasn't smart enough. They came up with another collectible, but these are these are pretty awesome. These little figurines. There's Mickey, and there's Daisy, and then black and white Mickey, and black and white Daisy. But if you look on the side, let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, there's the black and white collection right there. Okay, and there's Donald Duck, and these are festival exclusive by Joe Ledbetter, and here is the colored versions. And do you notice these little figures over here? That means those are chasers. So you don't know what you're getting in the box until you purchase it. But those are the chasers right there, and these are $29.99, and you get your discounts on these. For this festival, it does not look like the festival center is open. Right there's the gateway to the festival center in the back. And remember to look for the selfie stations. Right here, you become part of the art. I still cannot believe these are leaving. After spending all that money, these are leaving. But doesn't mean they're gone forever. Just might be reimagined in some way to bring back for another show. That we do not know. But from what we're hearing, World Showcase Lagoon will be empty for a while. So you'll get that beautiful view that everybody complains that, as they like to call them, the tacos block. So, but yeah, I'm down here on this is really neat. I've never been here. Right here's the waterway where the boats come, the firework cruise parties that you catch at Boardwalk and the Beach Club over there. They come right here. They sit right out here, and then they watch the fireworks from here. So, pretty neat little place, and it's nice and quiet. This is the area I'm in right now. This is great to get away from the crowds. It's even got another level down there. Get away, take some great pictures of World Showcase. As you can tell, like I said, it's a beautiful day today. Since there's not a map for the artist or their booths, the easiest way to find the artist is connect with them on social media, either Facebook, Instagram. Some of them have Twitter, but they will give the dates and times that they're going to be at their tents, and they'll even give you the locations. Disney doesn't do a great job about where to find your favorite artist or where to find the art booths, so just get on their social medias, like I am on Greg's and a couple others, and they'll tell you exactly when they're going to be there, when they're going to be doing signings, what time. If they're not going to be able to make it, they will even post it there. Okay, and now we have come up to Morocco, which has a couple of Disney Gallery artists booths, tents right here. We'll go in here and take a look. Let's see. Now these are Disney artists. So if they're in a different type of artist. They're not a different type of artist. They just work for Disney and do stuff for Disney. Okay, and this is the Jay Ratner right here, and he is a Disney artist. And that is Jay right there. He is not here today for signing, but if you follow him on Instagram, he gives you all of his information when he's going to be here. But that is Jay, and that is one of his prints. It is limited edition of 95, and that is $3.99, and those come framed in that frame right there. I might have to, I don't know, pull the trigger on that one. Not sure. And then of course they have, since it is a Disney Gallery artist area, they have the Disney merchandise back here for the festival. And it's Figment, it's usually always Figment, but they have the corksicles, the pens, the chalk erasable mugs, and of course the t-shirts and the Spirit jerseys right over there. And these are discountable. So Disney was pretty smart. Most of the festival tents are near festival booths. That's kind of smart, so you can buy you a festival treat and then come over here and look at the great art. Oh, look at that Headless Horseman right there. That is $2.99. That is a John Nadeau, and it's a limited edition of 95. $2.99 for that wrapped canvas. No, that looks like it's on board. Oh yeah. That's why I don't like to come to this festival too much. And of course I started working with an artist. Go figure. Because I could fill my walls every inch. You would see no paint. All you would see is art. And Michelle will verify that. And for Rebecca and Michael, there you go. That is a Stephen Thompson. That is a print for $4.99 also. And this is James Coleman Studios. This is another thing that you'll have to ask, do you get a discount or not? But this is also near the Morocco area. And I believe there's another artist. Let's see in here. No, these look like Coleman's. These are all Coleman's right over here. So it's not only Disney artists. This is a Michael D. Wolf. This is his wall right here, and he does difference. I mean, that is a gorgeous, it looks like a photo, but once you get up to it, you can see that it has been painted. Fantastic artwork. And we have made our way towards Japan, and this is the Noah booth, Noah Art, and most of the tents are always marked, so always look up. But he has wrapped canvases, and these are his wrapped canvases, which are limited editions. That's a 29 right there. 29, that looks like 29 also. And these are $3.25. But they also make prints of these, which are all along here on the table. But that's two great ones of Walt right there. Absolutely love that the performances are back in the countries. And that's Matsuta, I believe that's what they're called. I'm not really sure. Okay, so for this festival, they do Disney on Broadway. And it's where the Broadway performers come. They perform on the stage. They sing Disney classics. It's usually all the Disney musicals and stuff like that. But they do sell dinner packages, or they do have a standby line for these performances at night. Always check your guide, see what time the performances are. And if anybody ever goes to the Art of Disney at Disney Springs, David Doss is there a lot. He does a lot of signings. We want to take a look at a couple of his art pieces. But these are a couple of his pieces, and they are limited edition, signed, framed. Usually when you see them in the frame, that's how you're getting them. Just remember that. I like the whitewash. That's a great picture right there, though. Looks like this print right here might need an update. I'm missing somebody. So he's going to have to add another bucket to there. And then, oh, look at that. The best castle right there in the middle. Yes, I love the birthday castle. And now let's go into the Art of Disney store, which is right here in the America Pavilion. And this art is here all the time. And this is usually where you can get some discounts. And there is only one Greg McCullough art, if it's ever here, that you can buy here. So if anybody knows me, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Beauty and the Beast, only two Disney animation films I really care for. Michelle's is Moana, but that is a great picture. But these are the Art of the Disney pieces right here. These are fantastic. I just walked up on these. Look at this Tiana piece. It's actually pieces of paper. This is an original paper piecing by Ryan Riller. And that is $9,000. But that is fantastic. And then that is, I believe, I believe that's another Jay Ratner right up there. That's another piece of his. Yes, that's the original, and that is $5,000. He's actually a graphics artist, and then he'll put little highlights all on his paintings and pictures and stuff. This one's got jewels, and that's what makes it sparkle. And for those that collect Jim Shore, they have a ton of them here at the Art of Disney, right there. I love that Mickey right there. And then Kevin and Jody, which we've actually had a couple art pieces at the Contemporary, but this is their figurines, what you would want to call them, the castles. I love those two right there. I love all three of them, actually. So when there aren't any Broadway performances during the day, they actually do Animation Academy, where you learn. They'll get an artist up there, and on the big screen they'll show you how to do the characters, and you even get paper and pen and pencil so you can do the characters right along. And as you guys could probably tell by now, Michelle is not with me. She's taking one of our new little fur babies that we adopted. His name is Benjamin, to the vets to get his shots. Plus I have to work a little bit later today, but that's why you haven't seen her so far in this video. So we're going to finish. I know I'm going to see one of my favorite artists, because that's who I work for here on the EPCOT World Showcase area, and I'm still looking for two others, but I haven't seen any of them in a booth. Usually one of them's with the James Coleman, but he wasn't there, and then none of his artwork was there, so we're going to continue to look on. So this is the Thomas Kincaid studio right here. These are the artworks inspired by Thomas Kincaid, because remember, Thomas Kincaid has passed away. So these are done by his studios and artists that have worked in his style. They have some beautiful, the Disneyland, oh my gosh, and the Walt Disney World back here, fantastic looking. Thomas Kincaid actually has another booth right by Germany. More the same artwork, not really different stuff. They just kind of spread them out to give you more options to shop at. Still might be my favorite country, not only for beer garden, but for the caramel couche right there. And I just love it. And I'm German heritage, so. But it is one of my, I wish they would have done the ride. There was supposed to be a ride here, but that never came to fruition, sadly. And this is William Silver art. We're gonna go take a look at some of his pieces, but they're very large, which I love. It's right beside Germany, right by the performance stage, which no performances right now. So let's go in here and take a couple peeks at some of his merchandise. So this is a large framed canvas. It's 25 of 195, and this is 2,500, but like I said, it comes with the frame and ready to go. And if the artist is here, which I believe he is here right around this picture, they will sign them also to kind of give that little special touch. They usually sign right above their signature. And need I say more? That's just a great piece. Also 2,500, extra large framed canvas right there. That one, and then there's Winnie the Pooh right down there. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was absolutely gorgeous. And then right over there, and he's actually got some Star Wars right over there. So just right beside China is the place I was looking for, Pop Gallery, who has some of one of my favorite artists artwork here and stuff. And her name is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I love the big eye look. I just love it. I think it's great. She did a couple pieces for the festival. I'll see if I can find some of them. But this is just her regular big eye girl canvases. They're 10 by 10, 125. Open edition, which means they can continue to print these over and over and over. So, but these are fantastic. Another artist from Pop Gallery, and these are Wobots. But they use everyday items to make these robots. And as you can tell, they got a whole wall. A lot of people love these. Okay, check this one out with the lager bill. Coleman's mustard. Come on, these are great. Funny story, this is Doug Bloodworth, he's a realist painter. They look like photos, but yet they are reals. We actually found one of these at a thrift store for $20. I could not believe what we had found, but we have a print of one of his. Okay, I've covered the World Showcase. I think I've found every booth, but I'm still missing the Disney Jasmine Beckett Griffith pieces, Beckett Griffith. God, I cannot. That's so hard to say. I did not see my one of my other favorite artists is Rodell Gonzalez, which I do follow him on Facebook, and I follow Jasmine on Facebook. So I'll have to contact them to make sure where their booths are here. Pop only carries her Jasmine's non-Disney merchandise. Her Disney merchandise is carried at one of the festival art tents that Disney has. So I got to go find that. I got to go find some Rodell. But I'm now heading to work over here at Greg McCullough's. Him and his wife Nat. It's McCullough Art. That's where I'm heading to because she also paints. And we're going to take a look at some of their stuff before I start my shift with them. Okay, so just as you walk through Africa, you'll be coming this way to the marketplace right over here. And right over here to the right is Greg and Nat's booth. It is McCullough Art right over here. And we're going to take a look, see what they have on the wall, and explain a little bit about it to you. Okay, so this is the artist who I work with, are the McCulloughs. It's Nat and Greg. This is one of Greg's new pieces right here. And this is another one of their pieces. This is actually called scraping. They take the paint, and I'll actually get on how that technique works. But it's actually, you can see the texture of the painting right there. That's why they're some of my favorite artists, because it's the texture. I love art with texture. It's one of my favorites. Steamboat Willie up there, Whistling Mickey right there. Now, Greg is one of those artists, he brings everything here. So the only time you're going to be able to find Greg's work is if there's a festival or he's doing a signing at the Art of Disney. That is the only time. There's only one piece that you can find at a Disney, the Art of Disney, and that is the Cinderella Castle, but it's actually painted different than the one we have here. So if you ever see that one, it's not, this one's more the original. That one there, Disney asked him to embellish for the 50th anniversary. And this is by Nat right here. This is, of course, Lumiere. Be our guest. This is $9.50. It is a framed print right there. And in their work, they do hidden Mickeys, so you gotta look for them. And there's 6 in this, but actually there's 7 if you really count them. And this one is new by Greg right here. I just love this art. Right there. These are original. Now these are pretty cool. So he painted this several years ago, and this is one of the art prints. But then he went back and did hand-drawn sketches of some of his older artwork. So he has done this one, and he has done this one. So this is an original hand-drawn picture by Greg. It is framed, of course, comes like that. It is $2,400. Easy way to get into original art. But that is right there. Those are the ones that he is going to do. He's only going to do 12 of each, and they're not prints. He does 12. He will hand draw 12 of each of those. I love that piece. They scrape it. This is something that Greg's actually came up with. This is his style of painting. So this is a canvas. It's a open edition canvas. This is the castle. It has 50 hidden objects, and there's 21 original from when Disney opened in 1971, 21 attractions. I'm going to give you a little hint right here. If you look right up here, you see a little tiki god. That represents the Polynesian. But this is the only piece that you will see painted differently in the Art of Disney. And the ones that are in Art of Disney, he's hung the jewels and the ribbons and the 50th logo and all that. But this was actually the original piece before that piece came around. But it's still absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece. And this is another a new painting. This isn't the original. All the originals of Greg's have been sold. We only have one original left, and that's over here where we're getting ready to see. And that kind of goes with Lumiere over there. But check this out. This is probably my favorite here because it's the Fab Five and Chippendale right there. I love that wrap. I may have to get that as a, working here. More there. And this is the original we have left. It is Cogsworth that goes with Lumiere. This is the only original that we have left in the booth, and it is $16,000. This one is done by Nat. So she's done this one. She's done Lumiere, and we have a hint of what we're going to get next year from her. It's going to be Mrs. Potts and Chip to make the third piece of this collection. But I'll see if you can see the texture. Don't want to get too close because that is an original, but it's fantastic. Now, not only do we have the originals, we have prints and we have the wrapped canvases of this piece. So always ask to see what's available in each piece. We also sell them in rolled canvases right there. So if you don't want to have it in these frames that are available, you can take it home and get it framed yourself. And this is the extra large ones. They're 440, but they're huge. They're 38 by 44 inches. So that is a big piece for your wall. And then all the McCullough art prints right there. We sell them here. Now when Greg is here, he will sign these, and so will Nat. And this is the piece everybody always sees, and they call it golden oak. It is not golden oak. It is dream it, do it right there. But it represents the golden oak. You can see the castle and Spaceship Earth right over there. Disney Spring. And of course, wrapped canvases. Like I said, these are open editions, so they're 200. But check out Figment, Lumiere right there. The other ones. There is Cogsworth, that is 520. So this is a canvas print. And then Sorcerer Mickey right down there. Like I said, I love their art just because of the texture. Okay, travelers, I hope you enjoyed my little walk around of the art festival. What it's really about, the art. I know the food, everybody loves the food, and it's gorgeous, and you can go to each booth. But this is why we're here. This used to be at Disney Springs or Buena Vista Village. They used to do art festivals. They brought them to EPCOT. They're all around World Showcase, so you just got to find them. Like I said, get on social media when you find a favorite artist, and they'll let you know when they're going to be here, what times and dates and stuff like that. Greg and Nat are usually here Tuesday through Sunday. Nat's here from 12 to 2, and Greg's here from 2 to 5. But just check a look at that art. And I'm lucky enough to be a part of this, and it just thrills me that I'm a part of the McCullough Art Group. And until next time, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there. And there's also some great art. Just take a look around.